So they're saying that brown enamel of the teeth is sex-linked trait. A dominant allele on X chromosome causes brown teeth in human. So it means that if you have brown teeth, yeah, you know what is happening. It means that you, even if you go teeth whitening, it is brown teeth. Anyway, that's genetics. Let me know which kind of teeth you have. Anyway, brown teeth, we are saying that is caused by a dominant allele, but they have not given us any allele we are supposed to use so far. Explain why more males than females have white teeth. Remember, brown teeth is caused by a dominant allele. You see, it means that if I'm going to use B for brown, yes, and then small b for white, because it is caused by a dominant allele, and then it is caused by sex. It's a sex-linked trait. It means that females, the female is gonna be like this, yes, or it's gonna be like this. So that is a female who is brown teeth, while a male is gonna be capital B only. Then still the female can be this white teeth, while male is gonna be that. It means that males have two options, while female have three options. So, and even if a recessive allele appears on X chromosome of the female, it can be masked by a dominant allele. So it means that this individual is still able to live without that, without the brown teeth. So what can you say? How are you going to answer this? Basically, you know that we say that males have one X chromosome. Yes. Look at this general description. Males have one X chromosome. Yes, you see, one X chromosome. If a recessive allele appears on that X chromosome, the individual is having the condition, while the females have two X, you see. If a recessive allele appears on X, on one X, it can be masked by a dominant allele. The individual is still brown, not what? White. So for the lady to be white teeth or that sex-linked disorder must have two recessive allele, but males only have one recessive allele. So it is very common in males. So based on this question, how can you answer this question? You can say that males only have one X chromosome. That is a tick. Males have only one X chromosome. It's a tick. Or males have Y chromosome, meaning that they don't have X chromosome. Yes. And then what do? They have to inherit one recessive allele for them to be white. You see, they only have to be with one recessive allele for them to be white. But remember, the females have to be with the two. If they have one, they can be masked by dominant allele, and then the individual is what? The individual is brown. So males have one X chromosome. If a recessive allele is inherited, yes, the individual will have white teeth. You see? While females have two X chromosomes. Look, they have two X chromosomes. Yes? They have to be with the two recessive alleles for them to be white. Can I repeat? Males have one X chromosome. If a recessive allele is inherited, yes, the individual is white teeth. While females have two X chromosome, if a recessive allele is inherited, it is masked by a dominant allele on the other, meaning that they have to inherit two recessive alleles for them to be white. Yeah, please take note of that. We can bring it in different versions. Please don't go off. We can bring it for hemophilia. We can bring it for color blindness. So we can bring it in different versions. Yes. So that is the explanation for those marks, form marks. Then they are saying that a man with brown teeth marries a lady with white teeth. Which kind of teeth do you want? You want brown teeth or you want white teeth? Eh? You want white teeth or brown teeth? Okay. Use the genetic cross to show the possible genotypic ratio of their children. All right. What do you do here? Please do not forget that this is a genetic cross. You have to follow all the procedures. You have to all the steps because we mark by steps. You start with P1. P1 means parent 1. Parent 1, you have to tell us the phenotype of the parent, of which this phenotype is always given in the question. A man who is brown teeth. So you can say brown teeth guy is crossed with marrying a woman who is white teeth. Then they are saying that white teeth lady. Ne? Yes. They're saying that what happens? Use a genetic cross, use XB. So we go to the genotype, the description of an organism in terms of genes. That's the genotype. The description of an organism in terms of what you see, the physical appearance of an individual is what you call the phenotype. So the problem is not phenotype. The problem is not crossing. The problem is the genotype. Because if you fail the genotype, you are most likely to lose the 3 marks. You can get 3 marks even if you don't know the genetic cross. As I told you that this is obtained from the question, check. You just copy here, paste. You get a full mark there. Then, because it is a man, I'm going to use X and Y. And because this is a female, is X and please, we only use this X and Y because they said it is sex linked. If they have not said it, I repeat it because students make mistake. And when you're marking, you feel like crying and you have no choice. The only choice which is there is to cross. Yes. So X, but they said brown teeth, and brown teeth is caused by dominant allele. So remember, they have only one option. Then they are saying, yes, white teeth. Remember, white teeth can only be like this. So small b, small b. Now we give you another tick. Now don't forget this. You go to meiosis. Meiosis, what does it do? It splits these two and then splits that one also. So I always tell you that please don't leave them naked because they are not at the beach. It's only beach where they are people who are naked. Yes. And someone said that people at the beach are not naked. Okay, walk the way you walk at the beach on the street and then we see if you are not naked. Okay. Let's continue. Then they're saying that after that you have to do what you call fertilization. Fertilization. So fertilization here, you can use a Punnett square or you can cross. Let me just use a cross. The next time I will use a Punnett square. That it means that B, capital B, small b. This with this, capital B, yes, small b. Then this with this, xy and small b. Then this with that. Then we're going to have small b and y. And then these are called offsprings or the babies. And then this is F1. So when you're marking, how do we mark? We come here, we do this. We give you a tick. P1, F1, we give you a tick for that. You saying meiosis and fertilization, we give you a tick. Something I forgot. What is it? I forgot to say these are gametes. Please don't forget these steps. Please don't forget these steps. Because if you see now, you have 1 mark from the question, 2 marks me saying meiosis and fertilization, 3 marks you saying F1, P1. Even if you don't know the genetic cross, still you can get the mark. Think I'm clear? Yes. Let's continue. Let's continue. And then we say that, what was the question saying? Use the genetic cross to show the possible genotypic ratio. They want the genotypic ratio of their children. Now, I need to find out the genotype of this, the phenotype. They said genotypic is phenotypic. I need to find out the phenotype of these individuals. So, phenotype. Then I come here, say this is a female who is normal. Female. You can't say female carrier. No. Why don't we say female carrier? Because we don't show. We can't see whether the person is a carrier or not. So it's gonna be 2 female. Female. Yes, normal. Not normal. They specify that brown teeth. Brown teeth. Yes, brown teeth. Yeah, brown teeth. And then 2 male white teeth. 2 male white teeth. Yes. So if I've got those 2, what does it mean? They want a genotypic ratio 2 to 2. But if you leave it like that, we cross. You have to simplify it. Divide by 2, divide by 2, say 1 to 1. So that is the correct answer. Here we give you a tick. Yeah, I think I'm clear there. The question is, if you have any challenge with it, please let me know. Let me know. See if you have any challenge with this question. If you don't have any challenge, then we continue to the next question, because basically we're supposed to look at even a dihybrid cross. Supposed to look at the dihybrid cross. Okay, let's continue. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment. I'll try to answer it immediately. Kajibene United FC. I think now we are together. Yes. Let's go to the next. Yeah, it is a pedigree. Sorry, it's not a pedigree. It's a dihybrid cross. So this today's lesson is a mixture of a dihybrid and a pedigree. I also included the one question for blood group. Yes. So within 1 hour, the class will be done. So please take your time, and then we try to discuss this question. These questions you will be able to understand. All right. Humans. In humans, okay, short fingers, capital F, and then widow's peak, capital H, are dominant over fingers, long fingers, and continuous hairline. A man and a woman both are heterozygous. They are heterozygous. The two characteristics, they plan on having a child. They are just planning to have a child. Okay, sharp. Let's go. Sex determination is caused by the 23rd pair. So we have chromosome number 1 to chromosome number 23, and these are pairs, meaning that they are equal to 46 chromosomes. But from chromosome number 1, yes, to chromosome number 22, we call them orosomes. From chromosome number 23, or the 23rd pair, we call it sex chromosome or gonozome. So when you're describing sex or sex determination, you're supposed to explain based on based on the 23rd pair of chromosome. So we can say when they say show using a genetic cross, you're supposed to do all the procedure as I've been explaining to you. That is P1 F1. So if you are not going to forget, it's fine. You can leave the F1 for now until you reach the end. So now it's gonna be P1, which is phenotype. So what are you going to say here on the phenotype? You're gonna say male, then crossing with female. You see? Yes. And then they're saying that genotype. Genotype, you come here, you tell us that this is X, this is Y. Remember, males have have one X chromosome, and then they have one Y chromosome. So, and then this one is going to be XY. So, now what happens is meiosis. Meiosis is going to be XY. It's going to be XX, and these are gametes. So we circle them. Even if you don't circle them, still you get a tick. But when you circle them, it brings about that identity or separation. And then now fertilization occurs. This is X. This is X. This is XY, and then also this is XY. So basically that is it. And then now what happens is this is fertilization, and then these are offsprings. But don't forget that this is F1 offspring. So basically use gender. So it means that you have these are females, and then these are males, meaning that you have 50% chance of producing females and 50% chance of producing males. What is the question? Is genetic cross to show the gender in humans and is determined by sex chromosomes of the parents. So in this case, that's what they want. If you check our booklet, the distinction material, and you go to genetics, you'll find out that this book is showing you exactly what I've talked about. This is it. 22 chromosomes are called orosomes, and one pair is called sex chromosome. Males have XY and female have. This is a description, yes, but what they want is this. If they say describe how sex is determined or done, then you can talk about this. But if they are not talking about that, then automatically you have to use because they said using the genetic cross. So basically they want this, they don't want the writing. Yes, let's go to the next question. Robin saying hi. Okay, yes, hi. All right. They're saying that the next question is what's the